that N to the I to the N to the A, better known as BBBD. A motivating, captivating personality with weight loss, hair care, yeah, you know with me. Much more than a diva, hard hitter, never quitter, and a winner, so you know that I will. Seek to educate, regulate, never violate, never teach and hate, but I will participate at a high rate in living my life much like it is golden. Blessing brains with the knowledge and the skills to be real while they pass steadily unfolding. I'm blessing everything I do, I keep it real and true, so to my viewers I can give.
Hi guys, it's your girl Beautiful Brown Baby Doll, and I'm coming to you today to quickly talk about something that I don't think we appreciate enough. Well, lots of people always ask me about how to de-fat themselves or lose fat or to lose weight quickly, but we don't ever take time to appreciate how we got fat. We first of all need to know how not to return back to fat. And if we appreciate why we got there, then we know how not to go back. Also, it's important to know exactly what's happened to you, what your triggers are, and why you might have become fat in the first place. So let's kind of examine the reasons why I became fat. My fat became because of lack of activity. I was very inactive, and I was not really concerned about getting into sports, getting into moving around, and doing anything other than my everyday work. So for me, that was school. And because I wasn't involved in much anything else other than school and school activities, then my life was formulated around that. Other than just inactivity and being just lazy pretty much, was also because I didn't understand health and sustaining health throughout life. I didn't understand the importance of it. One thing about many of us that have played maybe sports in the past or have been active, for me, I ran track during the summers. I even tried my hand at basketball. I don't think you're always taught how to survive being healthy after having been involved in activities. So a lot of people who play sports and stop, they're really kind of lost. They don't understand that you have to continue with workouts, that you need to eat better, because just because you play sport doesn't mean that you eat well. Throwing you into a place where you really don't know what your element is, because someone has already controlled how you work out, when you work out, what you do during those workouts, and what's good for your body and what's not. So you haven't really learned and picked up those skills. Someone has kind of orchestrated that for you. So I know that led to me becoming fat. You all know I'm a psychologist, a professor, so I teach these things. One thing that I think is lacking is psychological and mental health. And I know for me, a lot of my weight was gained because of that. I didn't know how to deal with emotional trials and tribulations, with bad friendships, with bad relationships. I didn't know how to handle the loss of a boyfriend or being hurt by somebody, other than eating and relying on something that I can control, which was my eating. Now, I couldn't control my weight, but I could control what I was eating, and it did make me feel good for a little time. I really let myself go, and I didn't really consider what the repercussions of my actions were at the present. I was more concerned about what was making me feel better. So even more than that, just thinking about that piece of it, a lot of us don't take time to think about what's wrong with us. What is the problem? What's the deeper root of the issue? And then we turn around and we're 300 pounds. And for me, I mean, 200 and almost 40 pounds might as well be 300 pounds. Because I'm a small statured person. I'm 5'4", carrying that kind of weight is just unhealthy, period. What I will say to somebody is just to make sure you're checking yourself and checking those things, being real with yourself. I was not real with myself. I was really unhappy, even though I was excelling at school, excelling at doing many things, and would looked happy to the public. It was easy for me to get away with being the happy fat girl. And so for me, it really kind of led to quiet and secretly eating, being emotional, being unhappy with myself in private, because I didn't deal with those emotional issues that I had. And one way to lead to that is to really just figure out what your triggers are. I know for me, more food was eaten whenever school got rough, whenever I had a breakup, whenever a friendship with someone wasn't going well, or I had an argument with someone, or maybe one of the programs I was involved in wasn't going so well, or I was awaiting results of a test, or awaiting whether or not I got accepted into a program. All of those various things can bring trials and tribulations into your life. And so for many of us, considering that is the most important. And that also leads me into plateaus. When people have plateaus in their weight loss, a lot of times we want to say that we're doing everything the right way, we're actually checking what we're eating, we've reduced our caloric intake, but a lot of times it has to do with your mental health. If you're still carrying around a lot of stress, it's easy for your body to hold on to the fat that you've accumulated due to stress, because you haven't dealt with everything completely. I've mentioned several times, even on my Facebook fan page, make sure you like the fan page, that 85% of weight loss is mental. 15% is physical. So that includes the eating. That includes taking care of yourself. That includes exercise. But most of the time, mentally, we're not where we should be. And so we're not stable enough to maintain a weight loss. 95% of weight maintenance, or keeping weight off after you've lost it, is due to your mental health. A lot of times we need to consider what's bothering us. What's keeping this weight on? It's not just what you're physically doing. It's not just about working out. It's about your mental health. And many of us hold on to a lot of health, especially if you're a woman. You carry a lot of mental health issues. Also, minorities tend to carry a lot of mental health issues without getting the proper help that they need. So I support seeing a therapist, even if it has to do with weight loss, because a lot of times we're missing and lacking something that we don't even realize we're missing. So guys, I'm going to say to you that the reason why I got fat was because I had mental issues. I'm not afraid to express that. Not that I'm saying I had a diagnosed illness, I was bipolar or anything like that, but I had mental issues. We all do. It's not something that passes any of us by, but sometimes it hits us worse than the other. And when you don't know exactly what it is and you don't deal with it, it helps you keep weight on. It helps weight accumulate, which stress causes cortisol, which causes fat to accumulate. So when you're stressed out, that's what's causing it. So that would be the biggest reason why I say I got fat. And then on top of that, I really didn't understand food. So I guess to end this, it wasn't just mental health. It was also understanding food and how to fuel my body correctly. Of course, I eat things that I still love to this day, but I have to fuel my body right if I want to be around in the next 30, 40, 50 years from now. Being almost 30 years old, I have to really take care of my body and take care of myself. And so now that I understand nutrition and I understand how to fuel my body and how to drink water and how to watch my intake of other goodies, I realize that I can do my body such justice in keeping it healthy by researching the foods and the things that I put into it. So that's why I live a pesco or fish only meat lifestyle. So guys, I will give you more. I think the next video I'm going to do is going to be slowly about plateaus. I'm also going to be doing one on stretch marks. I'm also going to be getting my second channel started up. Make sure that you visit my main channel and subscribe to my second channel, which is Beautiful Brown Baby Doll 2, because I'll be doing style tutorials. I'll also be doing food tutorials. I plan on putting my smoothie mixes on there because I bought a lot of stuff for smoothies to take for you all. So make sure that you check that out. Thanks so much for viewing Beautiful Brown Baby Doll. Peace.
If you'd like to see more videos on my weight loss and natural hair care, click on the videos and they'll take you straight to my playlist. Thanks so much for your love and support. Continue to rate, comment, share, and most of all, subscribe to see Beautiful Brown Baby Doll grow. Participate at a high rate in living my life much like it is golden. Blessing brains with the knowledge and the skills to be real.